Hello, I'm Christina from the Turned Leg. I love to salvage, repurpose, and create and help others to do the same. What do you do when your car breaks down and you're just having a bad week? Well, you go thrifting, of course. And I'm going to look for items for my booth at Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall in Lincoln Park, Michigan. I love to get good deals at thrift stores and always just see what you can find. Come along.
The first store that I visited was the Motown thrift store, and they always have exceptional deals. Always. If there's a sign like this at the entrance to the thrift store, read it. This thrift store has always 2 colors on sale throughout the week. Today it was orange, were half off, and yellow were 75. They also had senior citizen discounts throughout the week, not on the weekends, because on the weekends they even have some better deals. They usually have one of their items, one of their colors, which is the 75% off, usually becomes 5 for $5. Already had all of their holiday costumes. You know, thrift stores are a great place to find costumes for holidays, or even for my daughters in high school. They have all those crazy spirit days. You can get really cool stuff at great prices. Fall items were everywhere, but I was looking for the orange and yellow items. What's cool about this store is it's not just on clothing. Even the small items and the home goods, they will have a letter next to the price. This piece has an O and then the price of $4.98. That means orange, half off of $4.98. And it was a beautiful spittoon that actually customers have been requesting if anyone has these in the mall. So I'm picking this piece up. Stay tuned to the end if you want to see everything else that I brought home. Besides being written right on the item, they also have colored tags too, like this piece. This was just under $40 for everything in the bag. There was a tray, there were goblets, there was a pitcher. Now, if this was half off or 75% off, I would totally be picking it up. I was so excited to see that the thrift store had their Christmas items out. Do your thrift stores keep them out year-round? Most of ours do not. So I'm always excited to see when they're out so I can get my hands on some of the newest and coolest items. This bag was an orange tag at $6.98. It doesn't look like much, but actually there were a lot of vintage cookie cutters. I right now have plenty for my booth. They do sell well if I price them individually during the holidays, but I'm going to hold off on that. One of the reasons we go thrifting is also for the memories. This bag of Christmas ornaments, I think they took it from my mom's Christmas tree, because so many of these items, especially that snowman, were actually ornaments we had on our tree. I didn't pick it up. I have plenty of Christmas ornaments and they weren't on sale. And look at this beautiful Christmas tin I spotted, only 79 cents. Now in the store, their items, their small items, are kind of all over the place. So I grabbed my cart, I headed to the back where there were more Christmas items. And just because it's a snowman doesn't mean it's inexpensive. This guy, only 99 cents, but the one literally next to it with the little snowman in hand was close to $10. Always amazed by how prices fluctuate. One thing that was really crazy high in prices were their fake flowers. Like this arrangement here was $12.96. Really? I don't remember if they had their Easter items out before, but they had some cool Easter items, lots of new stuff at pretty good prices. Buying off-season as a booth owner can be a little tricky. I do store tubs in my basement for off-season items. If you want to see more information on that, you can click on the link above. But I only buy if I know I have room in those storage tubs. I was so happy to see that the shelves were stocked. They even had a mother-in-law in a bag, which is a bag that I guess would make noise if the batteries were working. I also found this item. I'm going to call it a hat stand. Let me know down below if you agree or disagree. In the center of the aisle by the home goods, they also have furniture, and these also will have a letter that corresponds to the tag. Like this is G for gold at 1996. They do get good furniture pieces. This one was under $50 and half off, so that was a really good deal. And then there was this beautiful piece just under $160. I didn't have my van, so it wasn't coming home with me. Pretty funny story about this little cabinet. This was the first time ever that I was recognized in the thrift store, and the lady went home with this sweet little cabinet. I guess I'm going to have to go thrifting in disguise from now on. I really wanted to get to the picture section because I have been looking for a picture to turn into a spooky picture. I don't know if you've seen the latest trend on Pinterest and pretty much all over social media where people are taking pictures and adding ghosts and pumpkins, and I was looking for one. Have you heard about this trend and have you tried it? The next area I checked out was clear glass, which often has crystal. And it had one of these. Have you ever seen these before on top of candlesticks? Let me know. There was also a typewriter. I did spot an instant collection of lighthouses. Most of these were under $4. Some had really cool names on them, some not so much. But if you ever need an instant collection, check your local thrift store. I like these plates for the holidays, and they were yellow 99 cents, so that was 75% off, but there was only 3, so I passed. This little teapot was super cute too, but it had a chip. And then we found the most amazing piece. Actually, by we, I mean my mom spotted it. Yep, it was a McCoy in the wild under $5. Yes, it came home. They also had a bunch of what looked like depression glass. I'm no expert, but it really didn't look like these were reproductions. They were 79 cents each. And I spotted another one of these at $1.98. They haunt me because I'm never going to carry them. I think they're creepy. And this was a thrift store first. They had plastic shoe boxes filled with mostly crayons, some pens and pencils for $10 each, or like $9.98. Is this something you would consider a good thing? Comment down below. And in the back, they also have more furniture items. And even one of these pretty regal looking chairs probably came from a church. I've also been looking for chairs for my dining room. I found this beauty just about under $10, kind of foreshadowing for what was to come because unfortunately there was only one of these, so I passed. And more houseware items along the back wall too. There were lots of beautiful yellow plates, good prices. Really didn't need more plates at this time. They don't sell well, but I'm kind of obsessed with them when they're unique and pretty. I was also always looking for cool glassware. I only found 2 of these. If there were more, I probably would have picked them up. Finding the vintage glassware is really hard by me. I have decided I'm no longer selling children's items in my booth, but this was so cute. $10. Loved the decal and all of the colors. Obviously, it would be great for dolls or teddy bears or pretty much anything to display in your booth. And I was off to the next thrift store. I love to shop at thrift stores for a good cause. Step thrift stores are really a unique thrift store because the store is operated by people with disabilities, and it also goes to support them directly. They get great experiences, and you get great deals on great items. I headed for artwork, and it was pretty funny. I ran into another couple that was looking for art to turn into Halloween pieces too. In fact, they had done a few already and gave me a few tips and pointers. There were a lot of chairs, and that was good for me because I was looking for dining room chairs, but they had to be very narrow. And then I found these vintage chairs, 4 for just around $30. What a deal. They had some other beautiful pieces of furniture. This hutch was not priced yet. This vanity with a mirror behind it was $80. This buffet was gorgeous at $160. They're a little high for resale for me, but they are really good prices. And if you come early in the morning, they usually have their bins of stuff that they're still putting away. This store doesn't keep things out permanently, but you can find some good deals on these carts. The shelves did have a lot of items, and there were Christmas items too. Thrift stores always have a lot of mugs. I was so happy to see that they just put these cup hooks up on the shelves, so it gave them more space for more items, and it kept the mugs a little bit more organized. And these lanterns would be good for Halloween and even Christmas holidays. They were $7.99 each, battery operated. Sometimes at thrift stores you get a good deal because it's just filthy. This was only $1.99. Let's take a look at the items I did bring home with me. If it's at a good price, I'll never pass up a vintage basket, and this one was a good deal at $3.98. I think the deal of the day was this McCoy planter my mom found. They're not selling for as much as they used to, but they're still extremely popular. Probably not old, but these are great with little caps on them, so you can take them in your picnic basket. And this candle holder that looked like an old oil lamp, I couldn't leave without. I have had a lot of customers lately asking about brass spittoons, so I knew I had to pick this piece up. And sometimes you buy the things you just have never seen before. This candle holder that has the part to hold the candle, I've never seen anything like this before. Have you? Comment down below if you have. When I was editing this video, I realized I didn't get a picture of this, what I think is a vintage hat stand. I picked that one up too. And most of the items that you're seeing here are available for sale on my website at shoptheturnedleg.com. This one was under 40 cents and I just couldn't pass it up. Pretty happy to find these Christmas items. I sold a lot of Christmas items last year. The vintage tin was 79 cents and the snowmen for only 99 cents each were a really good deal. Some still had original tags on them. This one was Hallmark. I also don't usually buy Easter this time of year, but these were just too cute to pass up. And I did go home with this orange table for just under $20. I've already added it to my booth at Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall in Lincoln Park, Michigan.
I hope you enjoyed my thrift haul adventure. It was the spur of the moment. I was going with another person because they were driving me around because I didn't have a car, and things just worked out, I think, pretty well. Let me know down below what was your favorite item. Thank you so much for watching. Now get out there to salvage, repurpose, and create.